Hello teachers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know already, my name is Teacher Maddie and I am the person behind this YouTube channel. I am a VIPKid teacher, which is an online ESL platform, and today I'm here to talk to you all about Google Slides. Google Slides are things that I have talked about before on my YouTube channel, but I've been wanting to do a very in-depth video for you guys who are curious about Google Slides and how they work, and sort of put that out there for anyone who's been curious about Google Slides, the resource of what the heck Google Slides even is, and how to get access to a huge Google Drive folder of really awesome resources that use Google Slides to work. So for today's video, I will be sharing with you guys why I love Google Slides, how I use Google Slides, where you can access Google Slides, and I will be sharing with you some of my favorite perks of using Google Slides. So if you don't already know, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is Google Slides? Google Slides is Google, like, the big machine that is Google. It is their version of PowerPoint. They just call it Google Slides. And teachers have been genius, because all teachers are truly genius to be able to even work in this profession, have used Google Slides to make things like rewards, props, and like one-on-one lesson slides with Google Slides for VIPKid, which is incredible because it's something I had never thought to do. Which is why it's amazing to have teacher friends who are super smart and genius and they do things like this. So Google Slides boiled down is Google's version of a PowerPoint, and teachers have turned that into this huge resource for other teachers to use in their classrooms, both online and in the brick and mortar setting. So if you're a teacher and you're watching this, curious about VIPKid, this is a really awesome resource that I've seen VIPKid teachers use in their brick and mortar classrooms, and it has worked just the same as it does with an online platform. So simply put, Google Slides is PowerPoint on Google. Now you're probably asking, how are teachers using Google Slides in their classroom, both virtually and literally in a brick and mortar setting? And personally, I use Google Slides for rewards. I am not a 2D reward person. I don't like, turning my back and doing a lot of stuff with props and rewards 2D, like in the 2D platform or 3D platform. So I use Google Slides for rewards, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of reward options through Google Slides that other really amazing teachers have created. And I've never had a kid not like my Google Slides, as long as you pick the ones that are age appropriate, level appropriate, and something that your student is going to understand. You are guaranteed to have a hit of a reward. And you're saving yourself so much money by not printing a bunch of props, by not printing a bunch of rewards, and not buying a lot of 3D stuff to use in your classroom. So I personally like using Google Slides as rewards. I know other teachers use them as props. Sometimes I use Google Slides as props. People have been really amazing and have created props that match certain levels within VIPKid, which I'm super appreciative of. But I primarily use Google Slides as rewards because I tend to have a good, library right here of props that I use, and they sort of work across the board. So for me personally, I use them as rewards, but other teachers use them as rewards, as props, as practice, as flashcards, you name it. Someone's probably made a Google Slide for it. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you guys is how to access the Google Slides platform and Drive. Now, this is something that I am being very strategic about. I am not going to just give you access to the Drive. These teachers spend a lot of time, several hours, to create these awesome resources, and all they ask is that you join a Facebook group. So if you are not on Facebook and you want to use the Google Drive, I'm very sorry, but you are going to have to join Facebook and be added into this Facebook group to be able to get access. These teachers who create them for free. I've never had to pay anything to use Google Slides, and the people who run this Facebook group and organize this Drive put in a lot of time and energy, asking for literally nothing in return other than, the integrity of their work and making sure that the integrity of their work is being respected. So to be able to get access to the Google Slides, all you have to do is join this Facebook group. I'm gonna make it really big right here over my face. I believe it is VIPKid Google Slides group. It is a private Facebook group that you have to request access for, and then you get access to the Google Drive. Now, once you are in the Google Drive, there are a few steps that you have to follow to be able to, properly use the Google Drive. But like I said, the teachers who run that Facebook group do a really amazing job of having it be crystal clear as day, super easy to use and understand for those of you who might not be Google Slides savvy. I know I was not. I had to sort of do a little workaround, but it's very straightforward. They explain it very, very well for anyone who might be interested in using the Google Slides platform. And now, if you have Google Slides and you haven't really been brave enough to implement them in your classroom, I will show you how I implement Google Slides into my classroom literally every single day as my rewards. Again, I rarely use Google Slides as my props, but you could if you are a teacher who is interested in doing that. I like going hand in hand with physical 2D props like I have over here and the digital platform. So the way I use Google Slides is with my iPad. I have an iPad Air 2, I believe. It's refurbished. It was a gift from my fiance for teaching. It works great with Google Slides. I've never had any issues. Sometimes it runs a little bit slow, but for the most part, it's up to speed and I have no problem. So what I did is I downloaded the Google Drive app and then the Google Slides app. This might be a little bit fuzzy, so I'm gonna do my best. But I downloaded the Drive app and the Slides app, and I have found that running out of the Slides app is best. So what I do is I have all of my favorite Google Slides right here. You can favorite the Google Slides that you like the best. I just run out of my recents folder because then the things that I've used the most are at the top versus jumbled alphabetically. I have found that using my Google Slides out of the recents folder versus the favorites folder works best for me. I know that you can favorite your slides that you're using and label them that way. I just choose to do it out of the recents folder. So as you can tell, I have several Google Slides that are my favorite. I prefer Google Slides that are Find a Star, Tap and Reveal, and Teacher versus Student. If you don't know what those are, go ahead and join the Facebook group and get into the Google Drive and sort of peek around in there. You will very quickly learn that those 3 categories of slides are probably the most popular. I have kids who love Teacher versus Student. My older level kids love to beat me in these games. And my younger students love Find a Star. They get very excited when they find a star, and they get very excited when, a funny GIF or a cute animal or their favorite color pops up if they don't find the star, and that's the other option of what they find. But my favorite, hands down, is Teacher versus Student. And so the way that Teacher versus Student works is on my whiteboard, my actual whiteboard, I will write the student's name and then I will write my name next to it in sort of a T-chart. And then how Teacher versus Student works is this one shows different months. And so I say, Maddie, pick a month, and I hold it up, and I show them, and they say, March. 3 stars. You get 3 points. And then I pick up my whiteboard and I write under their name 3 points. How many do I get? Let's see. I hold it up. Ooh, I choose August. Oh, I get 5 points. And we just keep going over and over and over and over until the game is over, the lesson is over, and we see who wins. Now, you will have students with Teacher versus Student that get upset when they lose. And if that happens, you can tweak the game, you can tweak the rules and make sure that they win. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a few times that I have put my iPad down off camera and I'm pushing the buttons to see where the lower points are so that I make sure that my student wins. But to each their own. Some students don't mind losing. Some students are good losers and they take it just fine. And it's always such a moment of joy when those kids get those higher points or they find a star. And Google Slides does that. It's such an amazing resource for teachers, and it's completely free. So if you are a new teacher and are sort of getting your bearings of Google Slides, I know that there's so much more that I could be doing with Google Slides, but I prefer to keep it simple and just use it as my rewards. But if you are someone who uses Google Slides, let us know what your favorite slide is. There's so many that it's almost a little bit daunting and it can be a little bit intimidating. So I like to go onto that Facebook group and sort of ask people, what's your slides that you're using right now? What's your favorite go-to reward right now? Because then you get so many different resources from other teachers and you get so many different opinions of what a rockstar Google Slide resource looks like. So that is just a simple breakdown as to what Google Slides is. Again, I don't want to give away too much, just to sort of respect the work and the integrity of Google Slides and the people that make them and the time that they put into them, because it is such a huge resource, but I know that it is such a huge time commitment for these women who are putting time into the Google Slides. And I really hope that this Google Slides video helped you guys to sort of learn a little bit more and sort of gave you the direction and the resource of how to find Google Slides and how to use them. You do not need to be making your own unless you really want to. There are teachers out there who have already done the hard work. So work smarter, not harder, and use your resources that you have, because it will change the game for your Google Slides and in your classroom setting. So I hope this video was helpful. I know it was kind of a quick rundown. I didn't want to do something super, super long, and I wanted to show you how I used it and why I love it. So if you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to give it a like if you did, and share it with your other VIPKid teacher friends. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.